CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. And here's Lewis. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now he's forced out left. And his first look is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
27 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He gets this to Davante Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers again now. Complete to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 30 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Penny will try to punch it in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers, he's going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Packers.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Score, Packers 14. Seahawks nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Packer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 20.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if they're... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's third down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
With the handoff to Aaron.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Third down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through, and that stretches this lead to 20-8. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play action. It's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
30-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. We got it. 26, Mike. One left. Got it. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Just keeping the play alive. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, behind you gon' act.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend. You come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might get all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about your brother protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude. Poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price. Based off the item you choose. Ties in the culture. Hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle. Falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle. The top always gonna get something. In the middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only built for confusion. The institution. Modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Don't see it was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. Don't see it was that never be the same.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. To throw, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
His throw's going to be incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. And now it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 31's the let's go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
31's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 31's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. 15. 31's the mic.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 31's the mic.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got Thompson here, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Complete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. The first carry now. This is Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the point after.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Jones, the ball carrier.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to Jones. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 41. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. On first down, Jones able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The tackle made.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Chiefs 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Thompson to return it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
26. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Thompson on the return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He finds some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes firing complete, and he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Second and 4.
31's the mic. Hey, come on now.
Mahomes to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Jones, the ball carrier.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Again, it's Jones. And some space here. Touchdown, Packer.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we don't again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we don't shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we don't shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we don't shot for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm
from the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Rodgers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And a Packer first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
This is Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 yards on the play, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Handoff to Aaron Jones.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He was 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Chiefs 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's brought
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Kansas City.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And again, it's Mahomes. Space to Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia indecisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And then the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch.
On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At the 4-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
26 points.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
1-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the play. Second.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Good side, baby, that's baby side. 26 Mike. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Down to lose one. Hey, Ripley. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. We're back now in KC. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
First down, Packers.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Thompson to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meeting?
They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 43 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
26 months, 26 months. Right here.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
26 months. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
To kick off for Kansas City.
And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
It's second and
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Ay, yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Ay, since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Ay, talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Ay, trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, when I hit that.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
Jackson from the shotgun. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
2 yards.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Intercepted.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They go play action with Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Patriots 7.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter Kevin Huber to punt it away. With it is Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The 20.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 14, Saints nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory, and
move on to the next series.
Now a pass is taken in by Hill, and finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Jackson. Buying touchdown, Saints. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Saints 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's complete to Cooks.
Jackson's
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Jackson. Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
3 brings up second and
the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hey, report. Hey, check 24.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Here's Cooks on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Get off the field, defense. 47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
From the gun, Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
10 yards.
Good position to be in here, second and inches.
At their 49-yard line.
Hey, check. Come on. 47's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. We'll talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Jackson flush to his right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 36, Jackson. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Jackson.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Patriots 21, Saints 7.
He may try and run for this. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
First down, Saints.
Now this time he'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Check, 47. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, watch it, watch it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I got it. Check 26. Check 26.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
47's the mic. Hey, report.
Play action. It's Jackson. Found his target. It's Anderson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
13.
Again, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Patriots 21, Saints 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Cooks on the return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Jackson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Robbie Anderson, 54 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Saints 14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by A.J.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?